Hello everyone, this is Mr. Civ5 and this is going to be just a pretty quick fix video just to showcase something that's kind of funny and to also let you guys know that I'm alive and that yes, there are more tutorials coming up. Is actually an advanced city management tutorial that's in a pipe. It was supposed to be on YouTube. I recorded it, I encoded it, I uploaded it, and then YouTube threw up all over it. So now I have to do it all again. Well, not the recording part, but the rest, so it should be up very quickly, but instead I decided just to make this really quick video. You'll see a couple of things in this video that I'll talk about in the city management tutorial video, such as, oh look, 2 production cities and 1 gold-focused city down here, blah blah blah. That's kind of fun. This is just a very quick game that I was playing recently that I'm very slowly taking over the world, as you can see. And actually took it over because this is an earlier save game. But I did want to showcase this here. This is a city-state that has more than 1 city. Wow, how does this happen? This can happen in your games, and you can actually set up a situation for this to happen because it does have some advantages. It has some disadvantages also, but it's not... and depending on how you play, this could be a pretty big advantage. So I was allied with Ragusa earlier, and eventually I started out here and I wanted to expand east, and I didn't really feel like becoming the ally of Warsaw because Warsaw is a cultured city-state, and I was like, okay, I'll just take it over. So I sent, during the medieval era, sent a couple of Chukonus, started bombarding the city, and then moved into Longswordsmen, and I was like, okay, next turn I'm moving in, I'm capturing the city because it has no health left. And then Ragusa sent one of their spearmen, their gung-ho spearmen, by the time of the medieval era, and he just waltzed in. Warsaw had no health left. I was going to move in the next turn with my melee unit. He moved on first, and he got the city. Now, usually when a city-state does that, when they capture a city because they've been drawn into a war by their allies or they've been attacked by a civ that's just bumblingly bad, they will raise the city. They won't keep it, except this is another city-state, so they can't raise it. They have to make it a puppet. And the same thing with the civ capitals, obviously. So right now, Ragusa has 2 cities, and you'll see that they start to develop themselves just like a normal civ. And this having, being the ally of a city-state that has more than 1 city kind of has some advantages and some disadvantages. Obviously, it means that you only have to pay gold to 1 entity to become their friend. I declared war against all the city-states because I did want to see if I was getting double the maritime city-state bonuses in my capital, if I was in my cities, if I was going to get double the food, but no. So that's one disadvantage, is that in this case, there's 2 city-states that have become 1. I'm only getting the bonus from a single maritime city-state when I'm Ragusa's ally, but at the same time, to look at all the resources that they have gold, iron, silk, coal, and more iron. So if you can, and it means that you only have to pay 1 person to get all those resources, and to get a lot of land permission to pass through a fairly large amount of land. So this is kind of a good situation because Warsaw is a cultured city-state, and I didn't really need its culture. It was fairly weak. Had some gold, but I think I had some gold. Yeah, I had some gold here, so it really wasn't. It was just like taking them out because they were in the way. But then Ragusa took them over, and I was their ally, and it was great. It was fantastic because then I didn't really have to worry about the unhappiness that Warsaw would generate. I was still getting their resources, and it was perfect. So if you want to set up that situation again, have one of your city become allies with 1 city-state, and then attack a second city-state that's nearby, and just with range units or siege units, take down its health, and eventually, if the other city-state moves in a unit, it'll capture the city-state, and it will take it over. Same thing with a capital. So you could, if there are more city-states close by, I could kind of have a city-state empire, an allied empire with me if I wanted to. If, Singapore is not that far, and then there's Bucharest down here. You could do that, and then what this does is that it means there's only 1 entity that you have to worry about getting influence with, and then you get access to all the resources that they have. So depending on the size of your empire, and depending on the amount of micromanagement you have to pull off to do this, it's an interesting path. So that's just a little funny side thing that I wanted to show you guys very briefly. Because it doesn't happen very often. I've had it happen in one of my other games, and I've played quite a few games so far. So it's very rare, but it's something that you can manipulate to your advantage somewhat. And then, yeah, a couple of more tutorials coming up. Advanced City Management is going to come up fairly soon. Probably before the weekend or Saturday or Sunday at at worst. And then I'm thinking of either redoing the civilization overview videos or the policy overview videos, because those are the first ones that I did, and they were very, very bad. I think the first one was recorded with Windows, well, not recorded, encoded with Windows Movie Maker, so that's right there is a pow. Terrible, terrible, terrible video. And then obviously, since I've played the game so much and I know a lot more about the game now, and I could probably give some more salient information than I could the first day that the game came out. So yeah, look forward to that in the next few days. A couple of more videos, at least one tutorial, and then depending on if I redo all the policy videos and all that. So that's it for now. Hope you guys have a good week and a good weekend, and until next time, have a good one.